And welcome to This Day. It is Saturday. It is February 8th. I'm Michael Taylor, but you knew it was Saturday because here I am right at the desk, where I always like to be on a Saturday. Hey, we got a great show for you today, and let's get right to it. We're going to be talking to the folks from the India Club. Naresh Chadha is going to be here. They have a great event coming up. And you know what they always have at their events? Amazing food. They're going to be talking about that and more with Bree. And then Fit Brain Club with Grace Carpenter. They're going to be coming in a little bit later in the program. Talk to us about what their next event they have coming up. All right, we want you to stay informed. And you know, on our show, not today, but on our show, a lot of time we have members of GRF, United and Third. They come in and they appear as guests here, and they give us kind of a rundown of what's going on the board, the latest meeting, and what's coming up. So it's a great way for you to get information about what's going on the boards and what they're doing in their regular monthly meetings. And so if you don't have the opportunity to go down there and watch the entire episode, maybe if we've televised it or go there in person, this is a great way to kind of get the summaries. And if you want to see previous statements or previous things they've said, you can go to our YouTube channel and see it there as well. So that's just one of the things we do here at This Day. We want to make sure you guys are aware of that. Let's take a look at our weather forecast for Super Bowl Sunday weekend. And we've got mostly cloudy today and then partly cloudy tomorrow. We got temperatures in the low 60s really for right now until the rest of the week. And then look at Wednesday. We have another chance of rain coming our way starting a midweek next week. So enjoy the clear out, enjoy the semi-dry and cooler temperatures while we can, because we're going to get a little bit of rain coming up again, just like we had this week. All right, let's take a look at our sunrise and our sunset. We've got a beautiful picture here. Thank you very much, Thomas Partridge, for sending this one in to us. It's a sunset in southern Maine, a little vacation trip. That's a beautiful picture. Sunrise this morning was 6:41. Sunset tonight, 5:29. The days are getting just a little bit longer every day. I like that. If you'd like to send us a picture from one of your vacation trips, like if you went to Maine or somewhere cool, or if you just right around here, sunrise, sunset, we'd love to see them. Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. That's the email address to send us your pictures. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, just like Mr. Partridge did, and we will use it in our sunrise sunset segment. Okay, when we come back, we'll have Bree talking to the folks from the India Club. Stay with us.
Want solar, but not ready to change your home or pay more? With Power Market's new program in California, you don't have to. Whether you have a city roof, shaded roof, beach roof, mountain roof, no matter your roof type, or even if you rent, you can benefit from solar. Sign up for free, receive guaranteed savings, and cancel anytime without penalty. Solar has never been this accessible. Join Power Market's free community solar program in minutes and start saving for what matters most.
And welcome back to the show. Valentine's Day with the India Club. I highly, highly recommend you put this on your calendar. It's going to be fantastic. Here to tell us about all of the events and all the details coming up for just this one night. We welcome Naresh Chadha to the show. Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. So nice to see you again.
Thanks for having us on.
This is going to be a fantastic event.
Correct.
Before we get into the details of the actual night, I want to take our viewers through all of these different aspects that you have planned for this wonderful evening.
Right.
And as I mentioned before the show, you're going to start with chai tea, which happens to be one of my favorites.
Right. It's most of the Indians' favorite too.
I must have some Indian inside of me somewhere because I love it.
Correct.
Fantastic. So that's just going to sort of open the doors. Wow. It's sort of the meet and greet, bringing people in, having some tea. So this is all pre-show.
Pre-show. So people come in and they get their cup of tea and the biscuits and snacks and then sit down.
Great.
And then the program will start.
Okay. So then the next portion of the program is Kuchipundi. Kuchipundi. Authentic dance, correct?
Correct.
For India.
Right.
Sounds beautiful.
It is one of the 8 dances that are recognized in this Indian culture of dances. And this is one of the highest classical dance, and we'll witness Estella Harris, an Argentinian, who will be performing this dance. and mesmerize the audience with her talents.
Yeah,
She-
it sounds like it's a very masterful dance, and it's a blend,
Yes.
correct, of
Yes.
different types of drama, music, fusion.
That's what she's going to do. And she's also a dancer as well as a dance teacher.
Oh, she
so
is.
she teaches this dancing locally here.
Is she a local?
I presume she is local. I think, yes. This is a local participation of members who
Okay.
come and volunteer to do these things.
Wonderful. That sounds beautiful.
It is going to be thrilling to see because some of the dances, the people can join in those dances. You know, they can come on the floor and dance.
Is that right?
That's what happens, so that everybody can join in.
Okay, and since she's an instructor, she can tell people how to do it right then and there.
Correct. Correct.
That's
Correct.
fantastic. And so the dance is taking place from 6:15 to 6:45.
Right.
Right? So then after the dance, the wonderful evening continues, then you're transitioning into a dinner, is that correct?
Right. We have a wonderful, delicious dinner planned, and we have both vegetarian and non-vegetarian stuff in there, so we cater for both the parties. And it's going to be done by a local restaurant who has been looking after us for all these past events. And they're going to bring a variety of dishes for this Valentine's Day, like a sweet dish and curries and rice and salads and things like that.
Love me some curry. Okay, and then the fun continues, Naresh. So after dinner, or is it maybe kind of an overlapping during dinner, you're going to take guests on a photography tour
Correct.
with Nino Mohan.
Right.
So tell us, Nino Mohan is a photographer, worldwide traveler, and a speaker.
He's going to have a set of slides for his travels to show up where he's been. And I think he'll share his experience in photography in different parts of the world. And one of the things he's going to discuss also is the Mahakumbh Mela, which is an event that's taking place in India currently. This is about 450 million people attend this Kumbh Mela, and this happens after every 144 years. Kumbh Mela takes place every year, but Maha means big, the biggest. And it's a big attendance, big organization. Even Prime Minister Modi went for this Kumbh Mela with his cabinet.
So what's the duration of that event?
I think it's about 7 to 10 days. That's the duration of the Kumbh Mela. It's about 7 days, you know. But the preparation and everything, and the people arriving there are a couple of weeks ahead because they want accommodation. There's free food delivered to people there, so everybody enjoys. You know, different organizations are supplying food to the devotees who are coming to this Kumbh Mela. And the main important thing is that people have to dip in the Ganges. That purifies them for future.
And is it just one particular area in the river, or is it a...
They have an assigned area in the
Assigned
river
area.
which you can do that because they don't want not many people going into the river because of, you know, different people have different challenges to go into the water.
Sure.
So they have it on the shores of the river so people don't get drowned.
Are there people assisting
Yes.
in the river
There are
also?
people assisting the elderly people who cannot walk into the water and holding
Sure.
their hands and things like that.
Sure. And before the show, you had mentioned somebody was walking from Switzerland
Yeah,
to attend the event?
I just had somebody send me a WhatsApp thing. One Swiss guy walked for 5 years from Switzerland to India, coming through, you know, all these continents, going different parts of the world, you know, Italy and all these things. And he even walked in the India. So he spent 5 years walking to attend this festival. You can see his picture. He's got a ponytail on the big ones because he's been not able to shave and all that. And he was so pleased to be there that this is an event that he wouldn't miss it, and he made it a point to walk.
That
You know,
is
traditionally Indian
fascinating.
people also walk when they do any pilgrimages, they like to walk.
Sure.
In South India, people walk to come to different temples, walking mountains and things like that. So this is a tradition that this guy adopted of walking to the event.
Wow. I just wonder how he takes care of his everyday life if you spend 5 years walking.
He didn't say that much in the WhatsApp,
That's
but
interesting. He needs to write his story, because I think a lot of people would be interested
I think that
like,
will be.
did he carry like backup sneakers with him, or did he go buy his pair of sneakers when they wore out? I mean, how does that
Well,
work?
he would have, I don't know. But as I mentioned, I saw this WhatsApp video of him, and that's where I'm coming from. So I don't have the internal more information on this particular gentleman, but it's a devotion and making a pilgrimage. People devote that.
Yes. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. That is such an interesting little side point. So back to the India Club. Naresh, you are implementing a new segment called My Story.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
The board members decided that every event that we have at the India Club will introduce somebody with their story. So their story is like they come from different parts of the world, they have done different jobs, they've done different social work and whatnot. So we're going to invite members of the India Club to come and speak for 10-15 minutes about their story, so that everybody get to know. I mean, it's more of a socializing and opening up to the people. And maybe that person could be helpful to some people who are listening to him.
Absolutely.
So that's what we are starting.
So you're starting.
I'm starting, unfortunately.
I might put you on the spot a little bit here today and have you start just a tiny bit here.
Yeah, so they have chosen me to speak for the first time.
Well, I mean, gosh, I didn't know that you were born in Nairobi.
Yes, I'm born
Kenya.
in Kenya.
That's fascinating in and of itself.
Sorry?
That's
yes,
fascinating. I mean,
I left at the age of 18.
18.
18.
Really? So you
Soon
spent
after.
your whole childhood, teenage years there.
Yes, soon after the independence of Kenya. Kenya got independence in 63, I left in 64. And since 64, I didn't go back till 21 years.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So it's going to be a great story events from different people, from different lives, that they have led.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, I mean, you've covered a lot of territory and a lot of ground around this world. So I'm sure everyone's looking forward to hearing the rest of your story.
I'm looking forward to it too.
All right, let's give our folks the details for your Valentine's Day celebration.
Yeah, thank you. What we have a Zelle payment that somebody can come and pay by Zelle to attend the event. We have $25 membership per year, anybody who wants to join, for the residents. And for non-members, it is $30 for the event. So you're paying $5 extra every time plus $30, so it's better to become members of the India Club. We have several non-Indian people also members, because they like to enjoy the food, they like to enjoy the culture and the things happening. And the details are on the flyer, where they can sell the money, and Geeta Harinath and Manohar Motwani are the people who are, any question they have, they can take it.
Fantastic. So this event takes place February 12th at 5:30 p.m., Clubhouse 7.
5 p.m. Starts at 5 p.m.
Starts at 5.
And Clubhouse 7.
Okay, Naresh, thank you so much.
Thank
Such
you.
a pleasure always having you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're watching This Day on Village TV. We'll be back after these messages.
Hearing connects you back to life. Don't settle for being trapped in the isolation of poor hearing. Advanced Ear can help you hear friends, family, and caregivers. We provide one-on-one hearing programs that will amaze you with the quality of how much better you can hear. There's no cost to hear the improvement we deliver. You'll be able to hear better the minute you put these on. No buttons to push or technology to be afraid of. We deliver better hearing, guaranteed. Come in so we can connect you back to life. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
And welcome back to the show. Have you ever wondered if you should be on the lookout for scammers? Well, clearly the obvious answer is yes. And here to tell us more about her monthly meeting from the Fit Brain Club, we welcome Grace Carpenter with Alzheimer's Orange County. Grace, welcome to the show.
And good morning, Bree. It's
Good
a pleasure to be here, especially about this topic.
Yes, thank you for coming. It is very, very important.
Thank you.
So your next meeting is taking place Monday, February 10th.
Yes, in the
10
PAC, the
a.m.
Farming Arts Center.
Okay, so that would be Clubhouse 3.
Yes, Gate 3, Clubhouse 3.
Okay. This is a very important topic not to be taken lightly because there are so many people who get scammed in so many different variety of ways. And your next speaker is going to tell us how to be on the lookout.
That's right, Karen Rossi, head of the Council of Aging, and she was consulted and added chapters to each of these books, which are available free for all of us. We were given them at a presentation here in the village in October, standing room only, because all of us, even last week I got scammed.
What?
We're thinking we're not getting scammed.
How did that
Every
happen?
time we pick up our phone, we're getting scammed. Because the scams vary from like the serious ones we think, oh, we didn't get any IRS or any grandma calls where we need to send money to a child somewhere. The serious ones we all know about, these are the everyday calls. I got a call, and it was right here on this list of the ones you get from agencies. The police agency saying, if you'll give us your credit card on the phone, we're calling you about your annual donation. And I thought, oh my God, I did this last year too. And after reading one of these books and seeing that that's another scam. So I said, thank you very much, but I'm not contributing this year. I did it on my own. Goodbye. Every time we answer the phone, the week before I hired an agency to fix a door. The young man comes in and he fixes the door. I go to give them the amount of money agreed upon, $89, and he goes outside to talk to his manager on the phone. He comes back in with the phone for me to talk to the manager, who tells me that the door isn't really fixed. I just think it's fixed, and I need to pay $500 for them to come back in the afternoon with a certain new apparatus, which they will insert in my sliding door to make sure that it's really fixed. I cannot believe it, Bree. I mean, we can't be vigilant enough.
No.
And my two neighbors got scammed for everything, all their money. The one was the publishing scam. That was 2 months ago. They said she won all this money, and then she needed to send gift cards. It's classic. It's written in one of these books here, where they then tell you you have to purchase the gift cards to pay for the taxes on the money that you're winning.
Oh my goodness.
And she did, and her whole bank account was cleared out.
What?
Yep. Now, the next time it happened to another neighbor here, she went to get the gift cards at Stater Brothers, and the man was aware of what happened to my other neighbor. And he said, you need to check this out. We're not giving you gift cards because this could be a scam, and it was. So they're hitting the whole neighborhood. Luckily, look what our EMS did, the Village Breeze, after we had the meeting in October. This is the November-December 2024 free booklet everybody got, or in addition, on the website, we get it online. And this has everything. Don't get taken, how to avoid a scam. So we have to stop, especially the senior. We are 66% of the population who gets scammed. And so it's serious.
It's so disheartening. It's just, it really kind of is a gut punch, right?
Right.
I mean,
these are my
because
friends, our neighbors.
well, and the thing is they target this age group
Yes.
because they probably don't have immediate family living with them.
That's right.
They have nobody to interface with in that moment, especially, you know, a lot of these scammers, time is of the essence.
Yep.
Right? They need you to commit right now.
Yep.
And they're highly aggressive
Oh,
with
yes,
doing
and
so.
they're very scary, because when he told me the door was going to break immediately. It wasn't really fixed. I wrote a check for $500, and I couldn't get it. I put it on my credit card, and then I disputed it. But they said he won. And then at that point, I didn't have the energy. I could have still continued to fight it. But I go, I have to have this as a hard lesson. I'm the third one now of my friendship group that this has happened to, and I'm going to make it stop. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to tell everybody. We even give them a pen now to write out their checks. My daughter at the Van Nuys post office wrote a check. It was for taxes. It was a check for $1,000. And at the local post office, never got through. Now, eventually, they tracked it down, and she was reimbursed. But this pen is on sale at Staples. I bought like a dozen of them to give away at the meeting, because if you write your checks with this pen, they can't wash it like they did my daughter's check. They washed her check. So we can't believe what they're doing. And Karen will show you. She has a slide presentation of people all over the world, and she shows different countries. They're all at computers, like 100 people in each room, working their computers day and night, 24/7, to call us and scam us. And the worst one was my neighbor who got scammed with the gold bar scam.
I don't know about this one.
I know. They tell you they need gold bars, and it's a charity to really help someone who's in desperate need. And she did. And the big thing, like you said, don't tell anybody. You are not to tell anyone, because this could, whatever, how they scare you. So she went ahead with it, and she lost, I guess, about $16,000. And then it got to the point where I guess her son came into town, and he said, "This is a scam," and he stopped it right then. So
clearly, it's effective.
Yes,
for these people.
And we're talking about different scams. They vary from the grandma, where they call the grandma scam, to the publishing scam.
With so much information out there, and for people such as yourself getting out there advocating to stop it.
Yeah.
Grace, why does it continue? Why do people still trust unknown people who are calling them on the phone? Why aren't people just hanging up? Why are they answering to begin with? We have caller ID.
Right. So after we had Karen's presentation in October, all of us, we had a meeting, and we decided we were not ever going to pick up the phone, and that has been a lifesaver.
Yes.
So I did get caught twice by picking it up. I don't know, I shouldn't have done it, but I said, this is your lesson. And you're out there,
and so,
agreeing not to do it.
For those viewers who don't know and who might be on the Verizon program, Verizon has a way of blocking any call. 100%, I'm going to say 99.99% of potential spam goes immediately dark.
Oh, that's
It doesn't come through my phone at all, and so I just would.
We'll tell all the Verizon.
I would just tell everybody, and I'm assuming the other phone companies would have this.
I'm going to ask T-Mobile, because I switched from Verizon to T-Mobile because they have a special senior discount. But the discount isn't worth it if we lose our protection, our insurance.
I mean, it's just heartbreaking to hear these stories.
Yes.
And that these people from overseas are just getting away with it.
Yeah.
It's just.
And while we see the variety of the scams right here on these 2 pages, they have the 5 scams that I mentioned, including the free lunch one, where you're invited for a free lunch. And then oh my God, they scammed my husband. God bless him, out of so much money. But anyway, they're all here, and they're all different. But the reason she calls it the anatomy of a scam is that the internal structure is all the same. They want our money.
Right.
Every one of them.
Right.
So we can't be vigilant enough.
You cannot.
So Karen is a dynamic speaker, and I'm hoping she's going to bring these. But if she doesn't bring all of the books that we had at the October meeting, they're available free. On the back, it tells but picking up our phone for a constructive purpose to help us, we will get any of these free. But our own
village. Breeze.
Village Breeze.
Yes, yes.
So please pick it up or go online. You just come into the community center to get a copy.
Yes. Okay, so February 10th, right around the corner. Is that Monday?
It is. And we have a new sponsor this time. It's called Seniors Helping Seniors. And they're providing the food, coffee. And they did a walkthrough and said what a nice presentation they're going to make with fruit and Danish. And it's light.
lovely.
It's light
Yes,
refreshments.
of
But
course.
we don't charge any dues. So we have good sponsors,
All right.
including Alzheimer's.
Oh, well, Grace. Hard thing to talk about, but super important. So folks, get out there and attend that meeting because you need to empower yourself with knowledge and stop answering your phone.
Yes.
Grace Carpenter with Alzheimer's Orange County. Thank you so much for joining
Thank you
us.
so
I
much
appreciate
for
you being here.
having us, and so important.
So
Thank you,
important.
Bree.
All right. You're watching This Day on Village Television. We'll be back after these messages.
When it comes to life's most important medical challenges, where do you go? Welcome to the Hoag Institutes. Our top-ranked physicians are experts in diagnosing and treating the most complex medical conditions. Unparalleled expertise, world-class care, all within the Hoag Institutes, right here in OC.
And welcome back. Hey, let's talk about our Saturday movie before Super Bowl Sunday. You know, it's kind of a little preview. It gets you warmed up for the idea. We've got Legends, right? We're going to do legendary things this weekend with Super Bowl. Well, Legends of the Fall is going to be our movie for this Saturday, and it stars Brad Pitt. It's brought to us by Hoag Orthopedic Institute. It's going to be on at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. It's set in the early 1900s when frontiersmen, three brothers and their father, live in a remote wilderness of Montana. They are affected by betrayal, history, love, nature, and war. It's an epic tale. It's a great movie. I remember seeing this in the theaters way back in 1994 when it first came out. It's a classic one. You'll enjoy that. Make sure you see that one at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. All right, let's take a quick check of our weather, and we got pretty good temperatures. The rain is pretty much gone now, and right now we're just dealing with a cool temperatures in the 60s for our highs and a mix of mostly cloudy, partly cloudy as we head through the rest of the weekend. We'll get the best chance for a lot of sunlight and sunny day is going to be on Monday. Then we got clouds moving in again, and we got a chance for rain coming up on Wednesday. Well, there you go. Monday on the program, we're going to be talking to folks from the Democratic Club, so stay tuned for that, and Bree will be here as well. And then that's going to do it for this edition of This Day. We're all done here, folks. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope we can make this day a great one.